removing Papyrus icon theme at the moment. That's what you've caught me doing. Yes. I'm hoping this is recording. This is in a virtual machine. Now, yesterday. Yes. Yesterday. We had a little problem yesterday. The whole world and their wives was downloading a firmware update. We're downloading it off the internet. I couldn't install mine not until midnight of last night, British time. That's when I finally got it on downloaded. Some odd reason, this update up here will not update. The Linux firmware. This is newish firmware. Even though it got written back in 2024, it got released. Again, I think it's a patch or something. But for some odd reason, you click install, you go like this, and then you put your password in. And it's like, what the hell's going on? You can try all different mirrors, you can try all different everything, but it will not download. Instead, it will error out and tell you to check your internet. Any second now. There we go. Failed to download package files. Check your internet connection. Oh, yeah. What the hell's going on? Well, people were pulling their hair out yesterday and trying to look online. We don't know why Ubuntu are saying why this isn't working and goodness knows what else. Well, what it is, apparently, one of the reasons was because, especially here in Linux Mint land or any other Ubuntu derivative, the name of Noble gets taken away inside of Etsy sources.list. Does it though? Because I don't even remember seeing it in there in the first place. Especially here in Linux Mint. This is XFCE, by the way, okay? So what do we do then? Well, I will get to that in a minute. What I am going to do now, I'm just mucking around here in VirtualBox. This is the latest ISO, the new ISO, which came out the other day, off of beta, yeah, of 22.2 in Zara, right? Okay. Now, I had to call this Zara, okay, like it says down here next to my name, marker Zara, because it was reading what I've already got installed, yeah, on the network. So I was like, right, okay, because I've already called that Zara, so I had to call it Zara, all right? I had to call it that, all right? Yes. Anyway, yes, so what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be getting Papyrus icon themage. Now this is the latest, okay, because what I am fed up with is all of those cache stuff that isn't being updated. I don't know why Linux Mint is so behind, like on icon themes and stuff like that. I don't get it. Why can't you be up to date? This was the 1st of the 5th, 2025. So this is the latest. This is off of the PPA, or it is for an Ubuntu-based system. I don't know what they're on other stuff. They're probably on Arch. They're probably in 2027 now, you know? Anyway, yeah, so I like things up to date, for God's sake. It saves me having to go on in and muck around with the cache all the time. Unable to find config file. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. Setting up Papyrus folders. For as long as I've got this new one on in, I'm not too bothered at all. All right? Really, I'm not. You're not. I'm not. Oh dear, right, so we got that in. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to get that in as well, and all that malarkey. There's my bash RC. Oh yes, I was. Right, keep this open a minute. We'll just come on down to here. What we got in here? Right, I got Brave, I got all that to do. I don't bother with NeoFetch anymore because it isn't being updated unless the Linux Mint team, and I haven't read anything online whether or not Linux Mint team have actually taken over the thingy of NeoFetch. I don't think they have, but they haven't seemed to have moved on. So it's like it's not being supported anymore. There's no one else who has taken over NeoFetch. If there is, please let me know, but I don't think there is. So I've gone on over to FastFetch now. So all I've got to do is just install it. I've just got to add this to there. Another, yeah, but you're using another PPA. Yeah, I've got to. Because it ain't in the repositories of 24.04. So what else are you going to do? The only one that's in there, of course, is NeoFetch, which you just get on out. But on here, it's a behind version of NeoFetch anyway. I don't know if it's it could be the latest, actually, because there haven't been no other releases come on and out of it anyway. No. Anyway, we're going to put this on in. We'll carry on this on down. Come on, hurry up. Oh, yes, come on. Just, yes, indeed. Okay, update then. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. One package can be upgraded. Can it now? Let's see what that is. Let's go Nala. Nala list. Upgradable. Is it still an upgradable? Yeah, I know it is. I can't do that yet. Can't do that in a terminal. You can't do it from the thingy, from the GUI, from the update manager either. So what do? Yeah, I'll get there in a minute. I'm stretching this video out. Do you mind? That's what I'm doing. I'm stretching it out for as long as I can. I've got all day. Really, I have. Right, okay, so what we got here? What we're doing? Oh yeah, so we're going to get FastFetch on it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that. So we'll go, yay, like that. Lovely. Okie dokie. Keep that open because what we do need is this on open. And we're just going to gin it on up a bit. Let's gin it on up, shall we? Let's gin the old Jenny up. So let's gin it up a bit. There we go. And whatever. We'll just do that. And that is fine. I don't think I need this open for any... Yes, I will. I will need it open for something else. I shall. You shall. I will. You shall. I will. I shall. Yeah, so I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to put that into my bash RC. And I'm going to call this FastFetch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3 of these little buggers. 1, 2, 3, like that. I'm going to space it. And I'm going to go FastFetch. Like that. And I'm going to space again. And I'm going to do 3 of these little buggers here. Alright. Then I'm going to go down to here, and we don't like this. Do something about this. Like that. Then we're going to paste that in. I'm going to bring that down a bit. Let's bring this down a bit like that. Bring it right on down, shall we? Bring it out that way a bit as well. Yeah, okay, that's better. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to save that away like that. Now what I have got here, of course, is neofetch.jsonc, and where that's got to go, we're going to cut that from there. And of course I've got Nemo installed like I usually do. I've gotten rid of Thunar altogether, well, the file manager anyway, if you like. Okay, so yeah, I've gotten rid of that because I hate Thunar. I don't know why. I just do not think there's enough in it in order to be able to do stuff with. That's what I think. It's meant to be light and fluffy anyway. Here's FastFetch. We'll just come in here as root. Actually, we'll take that off. We'll delete this one. And we'll paste in that one. And then we'll come on down to properties, because it's been in my folder. Of course, I'm going to have to make it root. Or otherwise it might not work properly. That would be a right pain in the jiggly wiggly, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. I can now close this for the time being. We can do that. We can come off there. I can go back in here actually. Back into here. I'll get rid of that because it's already been done. I can get rid of fast fetch on commands. It's fine because I've already done that. And Brave Browser is all I've got to install, which I'll do at a later date. Let's put you lot out of your misery, shall we? Right, what you've got to do is download this here thingy here, basically. And I will leave the link of where to get it. Alright? Where to download it from. Took me ages because other people, even though we're only like 2% of the market share, there was just like loads of people just downloading this all day long. All day long. So obviously, you know, waste of time of me making this video actually, but just for those who might need a bit of help, I just thought I'd do it anyway. So all you do is open up this in order for it to be updated. So it's opening it. Package is available in the repositories. I know it is, but the problem is I can't install it any other way, so I'm going to install it. This is even an unhandled error occur. There seems to be a programming error in apt-get. Oh, fuck off. Don't do this. What are you saying? Apt-get? What? Ski. Will you bugger off, Ski, please? Install package. Where's the password? It's gone tits up, isn't it? Why have you gone tits up all of a sudden? Why have you done this? Right. Get out of it. Let's try that again. Okay, we'll close that. Well, install package, please, and let me do it. There we go. It's installed in the file. That's all you need to do. And once it's installed, you can reboot, come back in, and it won't be in your bloody thing anymore. I don't know what the hell that was about. Maybe it's because I had thingy open. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But hey ho, it's going on in. Yeah. I'm not going to say, oh, but it's VirtualBox. It's not nothing to do with that. Something just went weird then. I don't know what it was. I didn't have that happen to me last night. So I don't know what that was. But hey ho, look at this. It's installing. Everything's tickety-boo. There. Is now installed. Fantastic. Right. So if I come up here now and refresh this bloody thing, it shouldn't be there. We can refresh. There might be another update. I don't know. I don't think there is. I'll just refresh this. See what happens. If anything. Just round these. There we go. These. Oh, because I've got the new Papyrus icon theme installed. I like that little coggy woggy that I was on about a few weeks ago. Oh, a few days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 20 years ago, whatever, whenever it was. But we can do without problems like that here in Linux. But there you go. It's just a little bug thing. That's all. I'm sure that in the future, when they release these Linux firmware thingies, because we've never had a problem before, have we? When it needs Linux firmware or whatever. I am very sure that it'll just do it. Just one of those things on this particular driver. That's all I can say. Anyway, that is it from me. This video's gone on way too long. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, by the way, let's have a look at that terminal, shall we? Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I put me on. Fed up. I got fed up with like GTK in brackets, GTK2 stroke GTK3 stroke GTK4 stroke GTK. I don't think we're on GTK5 yet, but you get my gist. I hated it. Brackets at the end. I hated it when it was in NeoFetch, but I had a little code for that to put into me bash RC thingy. But yeah, it was like, oh, for God's sake, really? Do you have to keep on? Really? Really? Do you have to keep on with this GTK2? And then it used to say, yeah, and it's Mint Y used to come up as well. I was like, no, I don't need all that. So anyway, this, of course, is fast fetch. I altered that file that we went on into, and I deleted and put the other one in that I've got in thingy that I've made up and saved myself for it. And this is so much better. I don't want people knowing what I'm using, as in what theme I'm using. I really don't. I would like to go on up to the 420. That's what I would like to go on up to. I'm using the 6.8.0 simply because the 6.14 one is absolutely crap. Really is. You can't use VirtualBox with it. It means you have to put in a little code. If you really want VirtualBox to run with the 6.14, you have to put a little code in inside your grub file, and then update your grub, and then it'll boot, and then you'll be able to use VirtualBox. But even then, it's crap. So you're better off going back to the 6.8. 6.14 kernel only lasts till February of 2026 anyway, so it's just like a short-term one anyway. So what's the point? You'll be better off just staying on the 6.8. At least that way, if you have to use VirtualBox, you know, it'll work. It'll work for you. And it already has all the headers and everything that it needs for VirtualBoxing. Hence why I can get full screen in here and everything was tickety-boo. So yeah, and it's easy to do, and Linux makes it so easy for you to install stuff. Anyway, you go into View, you go into Linux kernels. Yeah, look, supported until February 2026. What a waste of bloody time then. And what a waste of time this is when it's been end of life for ages. So why is it in there? Why the hell do people want to use an end of life one? You are currently using the 6.8 generic, supported until April 2029 is my 6.8, so it's a long-term one. So you'd be better off using the long-term kernel if you can. Should have stuck with it in the first place, shouldn't they? Really? Just stick with that, with what they know. Don't bother going off to the 6.14. I know it was an introduction into what is going on in Ubuntu land for the next iteration next year, 2026, which is the next long-term release. But, really? So you're going to be up there with Arch then, are you? In the next one? In fact, I don't know what they're on, actually, in Arch. What are they on? I say stick to the 6.8. All the way on through. If you're going to go all the way on through till 2029, so it's 26, 27, 28, 20. You've got 3 years if they still bring out the 6.8. I say stick with the 6.8. The only reason why they brought the 6.14 out was because of more modern hardware. Really? Does it support it all? Does it? Does it really? We shall see. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that helped some of you out. I will leave the link to where you can get that from down below there. So I might even put it up on this screen. Yes, I think I will. 3, 2, 1, and there you go. You can get it from there. It's also down below as well. Thank you very much for watching. I am out of here. Really, I am. Bye-bye for now. Thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Well, look, what I'll do, look, I'll just show you whereabouts it is on the web page, because no doubt people will click on it and won't be able to find it. And you have to really scroll on down, you do you? Yes, you do. So if we go on into documents here, I'll just open up this. We'll go to this. This is the number that you need. This is the firmware that you need to look for, okay? Which I've left down below as well. Yes, I have. Future Marky, me, have left it down below. Yes, we have. Bloody hell, I got my headphones on because I just had a look at the original video just before. I thought, maybe I should do a follow-up. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, yes, so let's copy this. Let's open up my Brave. Let's go on in to there. And here it is. Right, this is the page that you need. You need to scroll all the way on down until you come to this one here. This is the one that you need. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one up from the bottom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Okay, so you just click on it. That your file manager will come on up and say, do you want to save? Yes. And so you click save and then download it, you see. I've already got it, so it'd be a waste of time me downloading it again. But believe you me, it does download. Watch. I'll go like that anyway, so I will download it. And it doesn't take that long to do. Here we go. Look, that's the one I done 14 bloody hours ago. Yes. And look, what's the time now? There, look. 14:45 in the afternoon. Look, and so it's downloading. Oh, yeah, there you go. I've just removed the other one from the list. 14 hours ago, yes, because I couldn't bloody download it because the world and their wives were downloading it. It's very surprising how, even if we are like 2% of the market share here in Linux, that's a lot of people, isn't it? It's a lot of people who were downloading this. So it's like, oh my God, you know what we're going to do? So that's where you get it from anyway. So all we got to do is just either, if you haven't got gdebi, install gdebi, because it's so much easier than going on into a terminal, especially if you're new and don't know how to use the terminal. But I shall give you a few tipsters now, okay, in case you're new to Linux, you've come on over to Linux and you know fuck all about the terminal, all right? That's me, I shall show you what to do. Right, if we come off of here and we go on into downloads, this is where it is, all right? This is the command that you will need to do. If you right click here and open in terminal, okay, and we go ls, all right, which means list, all right? So just push ls and hit return like that. What we're going to do, we're going to go sudo, okay, sudo as please, or please open. Oi, open this up, you bastard. That's what it means, all right? That's what it means, basically. Oi, open this up for me, will you? So please, right, sudo dp kg hyphen minus, if you like. Yeah, minus. They call it hyphen minus, whatever. Okay, space, and if you put in Linux firmware, yeah, if you just do that and then push your tab button, it'll bring it all up for you, and all you have to do is push enter, pop your password in, and away you jolly well go. All right? All right. Remember, this is on the list on that website. It's 5th from the bottom. Okay, it's the 5th one that you need from the bottom. But I will also leave the name of it down below as well, so you can go off and open it, or open up a text editor and save it in there. Then you can go off in your own time and do this. All right? Because it does work. Trust me, it does work. Now, if you do have problems, because I've already got this installed, so you shouldn't have any problems at all. So what it's done is updated the inth. Okay. So it's just gone on over the top of it, if you like. It's just installed it over the top, setting up Linux firmware, blah, la 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 la, processing triggers for intralamps tools. Yeah, I think it was something to do with that, and that's what this firmware is about. It's to do with your boot and stuff and whatever. Okay, so I think that's what this update was all about, because we've had problems with EFI, MFI, and God knows what else of late inside of Linux, and I think that's what this update is all about. Maybe I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't read up on stuff. Who knows? But what I do know is that it does install. Okay. But if you say that if you get an error while doing this, then the other one that you can put on it is sudo apt install space -f. So it's sudo apt install -f. Basically what I do is go off and find the dependencies that it needs to install, and that's why I say to people, install gdebi. Gdebi does all that for you, all right, when you're installing a deb file. Hence why it was made. So it makes it easier, instead of you having to put this command in whatever bloody deb file you're trying to install, because it doesn't get the dependencies straight away from this particular file, or whatever file that you are installing, when you're doing it in a terminal. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but it does. So you have to put in afterwards sudo apt install -f when it comes up with all the errors. And it'll go away and do it. All right. But there you go. That is how you do that. All right. If you haven't got gdebi in, but I'm sure that it will just overwrite on over the top, because it knows what it's got everything built on into this particular deb file. All right. Oh Lord, I hope so. Anyway, so please let me know how you get on. For those of you who don't know. And I am I'm out of here. I'm out of here, boys and girls. I am out. I am gone. Bye for now.